I'm sure you have read in the news yesterday that 46.2 million people in the United States are in poverty. That is 15.1% of the population, or 1 in 6 Americans. But today, I'm not going to talk about poverty. I'm going to talk about extreme poverty. What is extreme poverty? According to the definition by the United Nations, it's anyone who earns less than $1 a day, which means they are chronically hungry and they don't have access to basic healthcare or education. You might be wondering, how big is that population? According to the current estimates, it's 1.1 billion people in the world who lives in extreme poverty. If I go a level higher, which is moderate poverty, the definition is anyone who earns from anywhere from $1 to $2 a day. You might be wondering again, what is that count of population? It's 1.6 billion people. So just imagine 1 in 3 people in the world live under extreme or moderate poverty. And they don't have access to basic infrastructure, healthcare, education, funds. So the question which every economist is trying to solve is what we can do to move these people out of extreme or moderate poverty. A very simple solution might be to just give $1 to the people who are living under extreme poverty and move them into moderate poverty. The amount of money required for that is $4 billion per year. Where will that money come from? That's unsustainable. So the question is, what is the solution? In Clinton's famous words, it's the economy, stupid. It's not aid that is going to help this people. I'm not discouraging you from, contributing to charities. I'm saying that's a short-term solution. That's not the long-term solution. The long-term solution is to give and invest in these countries, so these countries can improve their economy, can improve their GDP per capita. According to Jeffrey Sachs, he's a famous economist from Columbia University. He came up with a 5-point solution to move these countries out of this vicious cycle of extreme poverty. And the 5 solution is, first, invest in infrastructure. If you invest in infrastructure, you create jobs in the local economies. At the same time, you build bridges and roads, so these landlocked villages have access to markets, so that farmers, they can carry their agricultural goods like potatoes or rice or wheat. You can go to the cities and can sell it. Second is invest in healthcare. What's happening in Africa right now, they're calling it an inverted pyramid. And the reason that there is this concept of inverted pyramid is because the majority of the population in Africa suffers from AIDS and malaria, so the working population is getting wiped out. If the working population gets wiped out, who is going to create jobs? So the second solution is invest in healthcare. The third solution is invest in small businesses. That's why you see the concept of IVA. That's why you see United Nations investing in microloans. Give these people a way to earn themselves, right? Rather than giving $1 a day as an aid, give them $2 or $3 and say, hey, go build a business so that you can sustain in the long run. The fourth solution is invest in education. It's extremely important that these people get access to information and can make informed choices when they grow up. And the fifth is invest in technology. What technology does, it improves the productivity of the country, which means you can have more GDP per capita. You can create more goods at a shorter time. So those are the 5 solutions in order to move these countries out of this vicious cycle. You might be wondering, where will that money come from, right? Who is going to give monies to these nations so that they can invest and move out from this vicious cycle? According to the United Nations, if the rich nations, they give 0.7% of their GDP to the poor nations, we are going to eradicate extreme poverty by the year 2050. That's the solution. I want to end this with a quote by Kofi Annan. He says, "Let us recognize that extreme poverty anywhere is a threat to human society everywhere. Let us recall that poverty is a denial of human rights. For the first time in history, in this age of unprecedented wealth and technical prowess, we have the power to save humanity from this shameful scourge. Let us summon the will to do it."